was his time. And a platform such as ACN could give him both the money and time freedom he wanted to be able to live his life the way he wanted to. The caliber of knowledge and experience that this gentleman harbors makes him one of the best network marketers in the world. So please help me welcome to the call Senior Vice President, Mr. Shane Douglas. Welcome,
Hi.
Shane.
How are you today? Thank you so much for letting me join you today. You guys hear me okay?
We can hear you, Shane. Fine.
You guys can hear me okay?
You're live.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for letting me jump on the call today. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to what I really believe is going to be the next big wave of leaders here in ACN. And I have several reasons why I believe this is going to happen for all of you guys. You know, my story is very simple. I've actually been with the company now for 16 years. And when I joined the company, one of the things that really drove me to take a look at what ACN was doing was their future investment in these services. The services like you guys are seeing right now that are just starting to launch across Europe, but also are doing, you're advancing. Like, for example, you have Blue Green Energy in the UK with lifetime residuals. That's going to open up in the next 3 months in France, then Spain, then Italy, and possibly have 10 more countries open by 2021. So I'm excited for all of you guys because you have the opportunity to see what we saw here in the USA. You know, when I got started 16 years ago, one of the things about this opportunity that was so attractive to me was residual income. Because at the time I was a traditional business owner, I owned several small businesses, and I really thought that, you know, I was living the American dream, which was to own your own business, not to work for someone else and have all these things. But here's what I discovered. Owning your own business wasn't such a treat in the traditional way because I had no time. I spent 7 days a week on call. I was a heating, air conditioning guy. I sold appliances. So for me, a lot of time was spent working to make money, which we have to all work to make money, but don't we do it so that we actually have a life in the end of this thing? And, you know, I come from a very small state, Idaho in the USA. It's one of the smallest in the USA today. But the city that I live in is just 1,500 people with one stoplight. So it's very interesting to see the opportunities that are available out to there. In fact, you know, you look at today with everything that's going on with the COVID-19 situation worldwide, this tool right here, Zoom, is so powerful. I was talking to one of my friends here in ACN, a senior vice president, a legend in this company, actually, Artie Napolitano, and we were talking about being able to build online. And when I came to ACN, that's what I wanted to do. Being from a small town, I had to do that. So for me, it was very important that a tool like this exists. And with you guys today in Europe and all over the world, you're able to build a business no matter where you live. And that's very, very exciting. The one thing that was a challenge for me, honestly, was believing that this was real, believing that you could make a true residual based income every single month when people were paying their bills. Guys, this is something like you'll never see again in the world. There's so many home-based businesses today where you can sell products and sell other things, but most people don't like sales. And so when you look at ACN and you look at our model and you look at the fact that people are going to pay these bills for the rest of their lives willingly, they're absolutely not going to give up any of these services. And all you're doing is putting yourself between the actual time that they get the service and when they pay for the bill. You're getting yourself in the middle of that equation, that strategy. And that's what makes this such a great opportunity. I also had another advantage, which was I had the opportunity to meet the co-founders of this company before I even enrolled. I was actually sponsored by the co-founders when I finally chose to come to ACN. And I'm going to tell you why I chose to come here. I had opportunities to do other things. But when I sat down with them, this was 16 years ago, The only thing that they offered was long distance service on your home phone, your landline, and they offered dial-up internet. So now many of you wouldn't be very excited about joining a company that offered long distance service and dial-up internet. But what the reason I joined was they spoke about how in the next 10, 15, 20 years, this company would be opening up high-speed internet. It'd be opening up cell phone service. They'd be opening up gas and electricity, hydropower. And that is what got me excited. See, you guys are sitting in a time, in a moment, to be very successful in our industry. You know, many people, when they look at our industry, one of the things that they look at is they come here to make money, obviously. But what I want to talk to you today about is having a little different mindset of how to generate that revenue. You know, you have to have a very big picture vision in the beginning of the business model to be able to be successful long term. We don't want you to come here and think of this as sales. As I make one sale, I get paid one time. That you could go do that anywhere. You could go sell shoes. You could go sell something else besides this. This here is about wealth building. This is about having a business strategy that if you can just pick away at it, a little bit at a time, part-time, and start to build a team of people that actually love doing what you're doing and create this residual based income I'm talking about. This is the power of networking. You should never join network marketing or home-based business to sell something. That's a huge mistake because that is a one-time action which gets you a one-time payment. Here in our business model, what you're thinking about is aligning yourself with other people who have really big dreams, who want to do something more than they've ever done before, to be able to create an income that allows them to be able to vacation with their family, vacation with their friends, at some point retire. This is a very important mindset that you have to be able to build a business. And you know what? You have to have 4 particular things in the industry happening in order to succeed with any company. Number 1 is you have to bring to the table work ethic. This is just not going to happen through a randomness, right? This is going to be you starting slow, maybe starting limited part-time, maybe, and working your way up to where you can replace your job income. You also need a system in place. You know, I've been sitting here watching this training today, and the thing that you need to understand as a new person is the people doing this training don't need the training. They don't need to do this because they've now learned the system and they've become very, very successful at it. And that's something that you should understand is powerful for you. You're brand new. You get to align yourself with all of these people, these individuals who have not only joined the company, but have been successful at the company. And that's something that's very powerful because you have to have that in place. Next, you need a company that's expanding. See, the difference between ACN and most companies is most companies are shrinking right now. They're getting less. They're opening less. ACN's opening more countries. They're opening more services. Why? You got to think about this. Why would this company, when everyone else is, hunkered down, they're growing? Because that's what you have to have in our industry to achieve success. Most people that achieve success in networking had no success in their past at doing anything. And that's what's fantastic about our industry is no resume required. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. In fact, it doesn't even matter what you've done in ACN to this point because you can actually change your process and your success every day. You get to start over every single day. You own your own business. So that's important. And finally, number 4 is you need timing in the world where people are leaning towards home-based business. Guys, is there any other time you can think of in your lifetime where people would be leaning more towards working from home right now than ever before? Even here in the US, we have many states that are in this lockdown mode and all these things that are happening because we're concerned about what's going on in the world. But we still have to earn income. We still have to be able to provide for our families. So because of that, you have the 4 main elements in place to be successful already. You have work ethic. That's why you're here today on a Saturday listening to a training. Number two, you have a system. I just saw it. I just saw it live right here. Three, you have a company who's expanding. Obviously, with all the services we're expanding, you know what that does for you? It just expands your ability to earn more income. You know, we only do two things in the business model ever. We refer a customer onto our service and we help someone else start a team. We don't do anything else. So when the company invests their money in advancing more services in more countries, what they're really doing is giving you the opportunity to be able to earn more income because there's more available. Guys, that's why this is so, it doesn't matter if your team is only 2 people right now, 5 people right now, or 50,000 right now. The potential the company's bringing to the table is giving you the ability to grow a bigger income. So let's talk a little bit about wealth building. I want to really want to talk about the subject because I didn't understand this when I joined. You know, when I joined, I was just motivated, right? I was motivated to do something else to get my time back, to spend it with my family. I wanted to be the dad that was at all the events. I didn't want to be the dad that just paid our monthly mortgage and our bills. That's not what I wanted. And I'm sure that's why you're here today, is you want to be part of your family's actual life that they're doing. So let's talk about being a wealth builder versus a networker. Now, let me just explain what the mindset is. The mindset is with wealth builders is that they're bigger thinkers, right? Their center focus is not on earning money because they understand that what you earn is just a measuring stick of how effective you've been in our business. That's all it is. Anyone can make money in our business, but it's just a measuring stick that says, hey, you're doing the right things. Hey, you're showing up on the trainings. Hey, you're putting guests in front of the business model. It's just a measuring stick. So here's the way you need to see your business today. You need to see where you're at. So if you're brand new, hey, congratulations, you just got started. The company's advancing like crazy right now. The services are exploding like crazy right now. So you're in a good time. But number two is, what can you become in this business model? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to achieve with us? Because that's most important, that you understand the future of your business. You know, money will always come and go, no matter what you're doing in your life, whether you're involved with us or whether you're an employee for someone else. It will come and go. That's a fact. But when you start to create a wealth mindset, that's different because money flows to people who are big thinkers. It always flows to people because big thinkers put themselves in a position to succeed at all time. So you have to understand that a wealth builder is someone who no longer thinks about money, no longer focuses on money because the money is coming in all the time. It's really important to understand that. You have to, move past worrying about money because residual income keeps flowing every single month. And that's what true residual is. And that's really why you would want to be in a position like this with a company like ours. It's very important you understand this process because, when I started, like I said, I was a traditional business owner. I used to work on refrigerators, washers, dryers, heating and air conditioning. That has nothing to do with network marketing. That has nothing to do with cell phone service or gas or electricity. But what I brought to the table was the motivation to grow my wealth and grow my family's wealth. So it's important. So you have to start by having a daily method of operation. Things that you're willing to do every day, no matter what, every single day to advance your business, whether it be to reach out to someone to be a customer, whether to be to reach out to someone to take a look at the business, or both, or maybe support someone on your team. You have to have daily actions that you don't go to sleep and you don't go to bed at night until you do that. And they can be just 1 or 2. And the more you want to advance your business, just add more daily actions that you're willing to commit to, no matter what. It's interesting because we already have a daily method of operation for our life, right? We eat so many times a day. We sleep for so many hours. We have this daily method of operation. Well, now you need to bring that to the table when you build a business. What are you willing to do on a daily basis, whether it's small or large, to grow further? to be a little bit better, to have a little bit bigger team at the end of the day, a little bit of bigger customer base at the end of the day. Wealth building is like a relay race. We're just teaching and passing the baton on to the next person. That's all that we're doing, is we're helping them see a big picture, and we're helping them grow their business. And that's what's the most important part. So I love the fact that I see a training like this and I see the support that is already here for you, because that's the biggest challenge. 95% of most people don't succeed in home-based business because they don't have a support system like this. So you're already past 95% of the obstacles. Now, so let's talk a little bit about building your business. And I call this the 4 selves. And what I mean by that is, number one, the first self we have to have is self-responsibility, that we want to succeed. See, no one can do this for us. They can assist us, they can help us, they can support us, but they can't drag us through it. So we must first have self-responsibility that this is something we want to do. Whether it's very limited part-time. I know some people are super busy, but most of the time you're super busy making money to support your life. What if money wasn't an obstacle? How much more time would you have? See, it doesn't matter if you commit a small bit of time or a large bit of time. It's still going to get you to where you're going. It just may take a little longer if it's really small pieces. So first, we create self-responsibility in everyone that they want to succeed and grow a business. That self-responsibility will turn into self-determination. That's what's going to move you to take action every single day. See, if you don't have self-responsibility, if you're not willing to say, hey, I'm going to do this, then it's hard to be determined to do it. So that is your second self, which is determination. And once you have that, and many people know this, when you're a determined individual, just like many of you are here today, that will make you self-motivated. And it's so important. Whenever I watch a training, I get more motivated because somebody always has a little different perspective of how to do the business. And maybe I pick up one gold nugget out of what they're saying to apply to my personality, to the way that I want to build my business. But that third self, which is motivation, is important. You can't have to have people always having to motivate you to be successful. You should already be self-motivated in order to succeed. And they're supporting your feelings. They're supporting your actions. And finally, it brings you to the fourth self. And this is where many people never get in their life, guys. It's called self-functional. And what it really means is that you're someone like one of these speakers who today, came on here and they functioned without any guidance. Right? They already said what they needed to say. They already did what they needed to do. And so that is our job. Our job is to help you get these 4 selves. If you don't already have them, we need to help you recognize that you need them in order to be successful, not just here, not just in ACN, but successful in life. And these are things that we want to be able to teach you. And that's one of the advantages of joining a legendary company like ACN, is you get all of this part of it free. All of this part of it is other people helping you win, other people helping you see a much bigger picture than what you saw before, even for yourself. When I joined the business, I expected to do well, but I'll be honest with you, I never thought I would do as well as I've done in this company, because every day my vision got expanded by the ownership. And that's why I've stayed on target, just like you should stay on target, because this particular company has 4 fantastic owners that don't just talk about what you should do, they actually do it. You see them all the time on different Zooms. You see them in public when the live events were happening. They're out there speaking because they feel compelled to give you the message of this company. They still feel compelled. They don't need the money anymore. It's not about money for them. They're wealth builders. They're helping other people become wealth builders. And that's your big advantage here, is that you're going to learn so much more than just building a business with ACN. It's really going to help you realize some things in your life that maybe need to change, where you can really help yourself and your family grow. So we want to be able to empower people to achieve. We want to be able to empower others to have success. And I'm going to tell you right up front that it has nothing to do with what you've done in the past. It has nothing to do with your success or failure in the past, because here you're plugging into a system and all you're doing is being active in the system. You're participating in the system. When you see these online presentations, you want to have a guest. You want to have someone who's watching with you, because it's your only opportunity to grow your network. And that's all that we're doing, is growing the people that we touch, growing our network so that we can create a lasting residual income, something that you can not just have for you, but you can pass on to your family. You can pass on to your children. See, at the end of the day, we only have so much time on this planet, right? And because we only have so much time on this planet, we want to leave a lasting legacy. We should all have a legacy that we want to leave behind for our family and our friends. And this is your opportunity to take something and build it from the ground up with massive, massive support from not only these leaders, other leaders, and the company owners. I want to thank you guys very much for letting me jump on here today and just share this bit of information with you, because I feel like it's something that everyone needs to hear. And I guess I'm passing this back to Alicia. So thank you so much for having me on today. And I hope you all have a fantastic, successful week and month.
Thank you so much. Absolutely incredible to hear from you, Senior Vice President Shane Douglas. We thank you so much for your incredible leadership and for sharing the value and vision of ACN. Thank you also to all the leaders and experts who presented and trained today. So again, thanks to Senior Vice President Shane Douglas, Regional Director Ben Welder Gabriel, Senior Vice President Abubakar Kasim, Regional Vice President John McDougall, and Senior Vice President Shobika Kukanesan. I'd also like to thank all the business partners for tuning in to this training. It's important that we keep growing and learning about the business so that we can help to change other people's lives through this opportunity. And especially thank you to all the guests who spent your precious time this Saturday. We do not take it lightly and we're very grateful. So my advice to you is to get back to the person who invited you to this event. Simply let them know if you're a 1 or a 2. 1 meaning that you would like to save money and become a customer and help your friend move forward in the business. And 2 would mean that you would like to become a partner, make money, and build an empire with us. We have events that happen throughout the week so that you can attend those and invite your guests to see the opportunity for themselves. So from Monday to Thursday, we have live presentations at 7 p.m. And then next Saturday, we will have our next training, just like we had today. And we have the huge privilege and honor of hearing from another legend in the industry and within ACN, Senior Vice President Matthew Lamontagne from Canada. He actually saw the opportunity when he was 19 and he was a student. I wish I saw it when I was 19. I'm jealous. And he built up the business to the pinnacle position. He's very passionate about empowering people with this opportunity, and he credits his success to just simply serving others and helping them succeed. Sounds like true leadership, doesn't it? So you have to clear your schedule and make sure you do everything you can to be here to hear him speak. Thanks again to all of you for attending this event. We hope you enjoyed it and had as much of a blast as we did. Have a wonderful week. Be well, be safe. And now we'll conclude this event with a short video.